Hi everyone, welcome to Advice to Think Twice. This is Monica and I'm doing our October readings. And this will be for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Six of Cups. Well, what else is new, right? With the Mercury retrograde. Watch all your signs. Three of Swords. Oh man. Right, let's get the intro out. Watch all your signs, your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus, any other strong Cancer placement you have in your chart that you want to watch. You can cross-watch. Follow your gut. Trust your own intuition and how you receive the messages. I'm reading the energy and I'm trying to give examples on how it may play out, but whether or not I give you a particular example or talk about your particular situation, if it makes sense to you in a different way, then you take it as it makes sense to you. Information about private readings and all that is in the description box below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't, and thank you to everyone who has. And let's just jump in. I'm using the Ghost Tarot for you, Cancer, and the Tarot of the New Vision, the mini deck to clarify. Cool. What's going on for Cancer in October 2021? What's going on for Cancer in October 2021? There we go. What we got? Four of Cups. Oh yeah. Knight of Pentacles. The Five of Cups crowning you. Queen of Pentacles in the foundation. Six of Pentacles in the past. Four of Pentacles in the near future. Knight of Wands and how you see yourself. Six of Wands in your environment. King of Swords in hopes and fears. King of Pentacles in the outcome. Bottom of the deck, the Ten of Pentacles. So I'm getting a few different scenarios and justice. It's about making choices and commitments towards your happily ever after, okay? And it's time for you to decide what that is, Cancer. For some of you, I feel like you're struggling to release something that once was, because you view that as that's how it should be. For whatever reason, it didn't work out though, but you're still stuck there and you don't want to release that. And by the fact that you don't want to release that, you're preventing other things coming together for you, if that makes sense. You're in one situation, your happily ever after is in another, or that's how you feel, and it's time to make some hard choices. For others of you, it's about switching your perspective, switching your mindset from feeling like you need other people, you need validation from other people, you need support from other people, and you can't do it by yourself. Because yes, you can do it by yourself. You just need a plan and to just get going, right? And get out of your own head. And if that's the case, especially when it comes to what you can achieve, your career, your finances, your business, then I see you stabilizing yourself in that respect and being quite successful, actually, right? As soon as you switch that mindset. So that's one scenario. The other one to do with commitments and making decisions, because your happily ever after is waiting. It's just, you just need to tell it where you want to go, right? Which one you want. But yeah, let's just get started here. So current situation, the Four of Cups. This is where, you know, the energy, Cancer. I got a Cancer rising, so I know what I'm talking about here a little bit, I think. You know when you get into that mood where I'm not happy with anything, but I can't really put my finger on why? And everything's kind of meh. Let's do this. Meh. How about this? You know what I mean? That's the current situation. The reason why is because you're depleted. The reason why is because you're trying to make something work, and for whatever reason it's not coming together. This could be my on again energy. This could be, yeah, where you try something and it doesn't come together the way you want, whether it's romantic or not, and that puts you in this mindset of the Five of Cups of whatever I try is not going to come together. Whatever I try is just going to end in a loss for me. Whatever I try is just going to end in a disappointment, right? Challenge is getting out of your emotions, because that's not helping you, and getting realistic about it, right? Getting practical about it. You know what? What do I want in the situation? Let's try a different approach. Even if you have to put it down on paper, because that will make it practical and real and concrete, and it will give you a new perspective. Have you ever noticed that just by verbalizing something and you hearing yourself, it just gives you a different perspective versus you just looking at the thoughts in your own head? Just hearing something said out loud, it just gives you a different perspective. It's weird, isn't it? Just by using one of the senses, right, to bring it out into the world, make it real, as it were, right, as opposed to thoughts or feelings, it just gives you a different perspective. So do that. Talk about it. Get someone who can be a sounding board for you, or put it down on paper. Pros and cons with situations, or a plan, or, okay, what have I tried in the past and it didn't work? Put it down on paper. And then that will give you almost like a list on what you can try, on other things, on new things you can try. Or it will reveal a pattern to you that you can then break, adjust, or whatever it is. You know what I mean? So that's your challenge with the Knight of Pentacles. Put it down on paper, talk about it, bring it out into the world so you can look at it, right? I'm seeing, you know how in Iron Man, he can just bring something up that's in his mind, or if it's on a computer or whatever it is, and he just brings it up and then he just turns it around and looks at it from all angles. That's what I'm saying, okay? Do that. In the foundation, the reason for everything, the Queen of Pentacles, so at the bottom of everything is an earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, whether that's their sun, their moon, the rising, or it's something that you saw as your future, right? Your future, your happiness, your stability. Ten of Pentacles energy. In the past, we have the Six of Pentacles. So what wasn't working with that Three of Cups was either you were trying to give to too many people, and so not one relationship could grow because you were giving to too many people, or you were spreading your energy too thinly. And so then when you really wanted something to work out and you really wanted to push something forward and to create something and develop something, you didn't have the resources anymore, right? Does that make sense? And for those of you, I get like it's attached to other people, and that was the issue. Whether you were listening to too many people and not really to yourself, right? And so when you were trying to do what other people said you should, it didn't work out. Why? Well, because it didn't come from you. It didn't come from your own heart. You weren't listening to your own heart. And that's why you couldn't find happiness in what everyone else was doing or what everyone else was telling you to try. Thinking that I need to listen to other people. I need other people's support on this. I need other people's opinions. I need to do what other people are doing. I can't do it by myself. I need help from other people, right? That is what has created this stagnant energy that you're in, where I'm not happy. I can't really put my finger on it. But you're still not asking yourself, okay, what do you want, Cancer? What would make you happy? You're still looking external and not really looking at where is your heart. Okay, what would make you and you alone happy? Because you're still thinking about something you lost, someone you lost. You're still stuck there. Okay. In the near future, we have the Four of Pentacles. For some of you, you might be dealing with the Pisces. They have this card in the exact same position. And this is where I'm going to stay where I am. I'm going to stay closed off. You're not happy here, but it's like, I don't know. I'm not happy here, but at least it's stable here. Right? It's like a comfort zone that becomes a gilded cage. I'm not fulfilled. I don't feel happy here, but at least I know what to expect. I can't go for what I really want, where the cups are, right, where your heart is, because it always ends badly for me. And how do you see yourself? We have the Knight of Wands. So you see yourself as, I can't really trust myself because I change my mind too much. I'm too in and out. I'm too impulsive. But why is it that you change your mind, Cancer? Why is it that you can't pick something and really commit to it? Could it be because it's not something that you sat with yourself and realized that's what you truly want, and that's what you're going to give everything towards? Could it be that it's because you were trying to do what other people are telling you to do, other people are advising you to do, in good faith, don't get me wrong, but no one knows what's best for you, Cancer. That's only you. And truly, no one knows what makes you happy except you, okay? In your environment, we have the Six of Wands. There's a trip on the mind with the Six of Wands and the Knight of Wands. There's a trip on the mind. You want to do this. You're fired up about it. You believe in it. You're doubting it because you're not sure, is it really what I really want? What if I do this and then I change my mind? And it could be a physical trip, or it could be you taking action with something. Or also putting something out there, verbalizing something, telling everyone, this is what I want, this is what I'm doing. Okay. In hopes and fears, we have the Knight of Swords, the King of Swords. You have a lot of knights. It's either it's time to take action, Cancer, or it's you're traveling a lot, or you're going back and forth a lot in your own mind. There's a lot of movement here. King of Swords, in your hopes and fears, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is where I hope I can master. I would have liked to see the King of Swords, the King of Swords, the King of Cups. I can't talk. Mercury retrograde. Just because the slight difference between the King of Swords and the King of Cups is the King of Cups sits with his emotions. He's not afraid, right? He sits with his emotions, processes them, understands them, and learns how to manage them. The King of Swords is very good at putting emotion aside, but that's not necessarily looking at it, processing it, understanding it. It's like emotions are bad. Emotions make me make bad decisions. I'm just gonna ignore them, right? There's a difference there. However, whatever it is that you have to do, Cancer, to get out of your emotion, for now, you can't run away from your emotions forever. You can't run away from really facing whatever this is that's keeping you stuck. Whether it's a matter of having a conversation and getting closure, having a conversation and getting something off your chest that you keep ruminating on, right? Or whatever this is, you can't run away from it forever. But if you can, put emotion aside. And I feel like that's what the hope is, right? I hope I'm seeing things clearly. I hope I'm seeing the truth now. And I hope I'm making the right decision. Whatever it is that you can do to get yourself there, where it's like, okay, I'm going to focus on the facts. I'm going to put emotion aside. I'm going to focus on the facts. Do that. It will give you clarity. In the outcome, we have the King of Pentacles. Definitely more grounded energy, very positive energy in terms of how you feel within yourself. By taking grounding, right, bringing them into the real world, as it were, your thoughts and your emotions, whether again it's talking about them, putting them down on paper, recording yourself and then hearing it back, okay, if you don't want to talk to someone else about it, whatever it is. It gives you that plan, it gives you that strategy, it gives you that way of grounding things, stabilizing things, Four of Pentacles, and it leads to you feeling more confident within yourself in making whatever decisions you have to make. This is great for business here, what I'm looking at, for career, for business, making money. Okay, that switch in your mindset from I can't trust myself, I make bad decisions because I follow my heart. You're not following your heart, not really. You're looking external to you, and that's why it hasn't been working out for you personally, because it didn't come from you. Okay? Or I need other people, either for support, for help, for motivation, for something to compare myself to, whatever that is. You do not need other people. Leave them alone. They're doing what they're doing. That's not your problem. That's not your concern. You need to do what you need to do. Okay? So comparing yourself to others will create confusion as opposed to give you a different perspective, right? Does that make sense? In terms of, well, anything else really, whatever this is, where you tried something a few times and it didn't come together, I feel it's because of other people, too many people involved, splitting your energy too many different ways. You just couldn't give it your full focus. It just wasn't a balanced situation. Everyone wasn't doing what they were supposed to be doing, whatever the case may be. I feel like you might be gearing up to do something with all the knights. So whether that means going back to that person or situation and having a conversation to get clarity, to get closure, to get it off your chest, get out of your mind, or it turns into some sort of an offer, it'll be different for everyone. But I have a true pair here with the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, and it's been slow and stuck energy between them. So it might be something to address. I just keep repeating myself. Mercury retrograde doesn't always have to mean an actual person comes back into your life, or you should go get an actual person back into your life. It could be a conversation, or it could be finally sitting with how you feel about that to get the lesson from it, to get the clarity from it, and then release it, right? What flipped over? The Queen of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. But your energy could be who you're dealing with, whether they have water and earth in their chart. But yeah, it's time to look at that cup. It's time to look at that cup. Your emotion, your heart. Okay, let's clarify for Cancer. 4 cups in the current situation. Yes, the Ace of Pentacles. There's an offer that is made to you or that you're thinking of making, but it's something that will have long-term implications, so you're trying to make sure you're doing the right thing. 7 of Swords is the challenge with the Knight of Pentacles. It's not what you really want to do, or because you see how I'm trying to move on, but I keep looking behind, I keep looking over my shoulder. You're not really moving on, are you? I keep trying to go in this direction, but then I keep looking at that direction. Well, that just keeps you stuck, doesn't it? Because you take one step forward, one step back, or you just sit still because you don't know which way to go. Or you don't have any energy because you keep looking every direction. You don't have any energy to actually take a step. And it's self-sabotage, and you know that. The Queen of Pentacles in the Foundation. That's where your heart is. Here it is. We found it. I feel like the business scenario has cleared itself, right? That's done. This is more where we need clarity, is the emotional realm. Your heart is someplace else. Whether you're on your own or you're in a different circumstance, your heart is someplace else. It's time to make a commitment. 10 of Pentacles. So maybe you're with someone. Yeah, 4 of Wands. You're with someone, you could be living with this person, you could be talking about marriage, you could be talking about future, but your heart isn't really there, fully there. Your heart is with someone else. And that doesn't mean, for some it could be where maybe it is time to have a conversation, and maybe that leads to working things out and getting back together. But it could also be where you just need to have a conversation to get closure from one situation to fully invest in the other. Does that make sense? Whatever it is, I feel like you're going to be stuck, or it's going to be difficult, slow, to create a different commitment, or to take it as far as it could go without you kind of putting your heart into it. Does that make sense? And you need to get your heart back from something else or someone else. The Six of Pentacles in the past. The Lovers. Yeah, you dealt with someone who's a soulmate. You have a lot of lessons together. Doesn't mean it's the person you're meant to be with for the rest of your life. That's not what a soulmate is. A soulmate comes in to trigger us, whether they stick around or not. It's part of the lessons we have to learn. I told Pisces this is not about the person, it's about the lesson. But that being said, there is a true bond there. There is a true connection there that you're not going to experience with anyone else. Let's be honest. Okay? However, that what if it's not that, you're supposed to be with that person and have everything with that person? What if you're supposed to learn a different way to love through that person or because of that person, and then you can open your heart to someone else in a different way that maybe before you weren't able to? Does that make sense? It's not just, oh, they're your soulmates, so you have to run back to them. No. Okay? It'll be different for everyone. For some, yes, you are going to be with that person. But it's usually when both of you have already learned a lot of lessons in other connections, potentially, right? And you're kind of ready to, you're wiser. You're going to approach things differently. It's going to be more peaceful and harmonious. Because soulmate connections are not easy. God, they're not easy. They're beautiful, but they're difficult, right? And it's like once you graduate from the lessons, most of the lessons, then you can kind of calm down and it'll be a little smoother. Five of Cups crowning you. Yeah, Ten of Swords. There was an ending with this person and you're still there. The Star. Because you want to heal it. Deep down, that's your heart. That's your heart. That's what you truly want. You want to heal that if you can. But you keep telling yourself stuff with the Ten of Swords. So it's never going to work. It's never going to happen. Blah, 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 blah. Your thoughts are killing your heart. The Four of Pentacles in the near future. The Knight of Cups. You're holding yourself back from having a conversation. You're holding yourself back from going after what you truly want, Cancer. Four of Pentacles is like, nope, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I think you might, though, with the Chariot at the bottom of the deck. Because it's burning. It's burning, right? It's going to come to the surface. The Knight of Wands could be that trip. Five of Pentacles. Four of Swords. Wait, what if they reject me? What if they don't want to talk to me? But this is like, yeah, King of Cups. There he is. I was saying I want to see the King of Cups. You're like, no, I know this is what I want. And Queen of Cups. Look, true pair, guys. King of Cups, Queen of Cups, King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. It's like, nope. I know what I want. I'm going to go for it. Six of Wands in the environment. The Nine of Wands. You're expecting blockages. Justice card. However, Justice card again. You need to make a decision, Cancer, when it comes to your love life. Three of Swords. Yeah, you're for some of you, you're trying to convince yourself to move on. You're trying to convince yourself. It's like you're telling yourself, just be happy in this situation. For some of you, you're with an earth sign, but your heart is with a water sign. It doesn't matter which signs, okay? The bottom line is you're telling yourself this is a good situation you're in, that you should be happy. You should be happy. Just be happy. But you can't, and you're not. Why? Because something's missing. What? Where your heart is. I'm not preaching, guys. I'm just amazed, and not really, at how just clear this is, and it just goes from one thing to the other. Speaking of, in the outcome. 2 of Cups, 4 of Cups, again, Queen of Swords, another pair, King of Swords, Queen of Swords, and the 7 of Cups. Talking about possibilities, and the 10 of Cups. Yeah, you're in a situation, when it comes to your love life, you're in a situation where it's a good situation, it's grounded, it's balanced, it's healthy, and yet you're not fully happy. Because I'm just going to say, I think you're still in love with someone else from the past. And you're trying to convince yourself that that's not good. You tried so many times and it's not working. Don't do that to yourself. Don't go back. Just be happy where you are. And yet, the decision is, well, you're going to have to commit to one thing or the other. You can't do both, and you can't have one foot in and one foot out anymore. Whether that means you leave one thing to go to the other, because that's where your heart is still, and you want to heal it. One scenario. Whether that means you say, let me talk to this person. Let me see what's going on there. Whether to get closure from it, whether to just get what it is that's been running around in your head and in your heart for so long, to get it out. Get it off your chest, to clear yourself of that. And then you can fully commit to this other thing that you're in. Whether it's to try and get rejected, and then you can say, okay, well, I tried and I got rejected, so I can let that go now and fully commit and invest where I am. Does that make sense? Either way, Cancer, you're going to have to do what you have to do to get clarity of the situation with that King of Swords. Telling yourself to be happy doesn't work. Life would be so much easier, wouldn't it? If you just tell yourself, be happy, and then you actually are. Awesome. It's part of it, but then you still have to do other stuff. You can't run away from things. Because you can have either the 10 of Cups or the 10 of Pentacles. Okay? It's up to you which. So I'll leave it there. It's the longest reading ever, but yeah, let me know if it makes sense to you, and if it does, how. And I hope the reading helps you if you're dealing with this kind of situation. I hope it gives you some clarity or some confirmation or whatever it is that you need, okay? And like I say, when it comes to work and when it comes to your money, and especially doing things your own way, whether that means your own business or just doing things your own way when it comes to your own career, that is looking great. You just kind of have to snap out of comparing yourself to others or listening to too many people, and just sit down with yourself and figure out what it is you truly want to do some pros and cons, and to learn from past experiences and carry on with it, because it looks amazing. That part looks amazing. Okay, so guys, I'll leave it there. Let me know what you think and how it makes sense to you. If it does, I really hope it helps, because it looks like you're dealing with a lot, for those of you that this makes sense. Yeah, I'm looking forward to your feedback. Okay, make the most of the month. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.